Greetings and salutations, everyone. I'm Mech. This is Let's Play Sly 2 Band of Thieves. In the last episode... Right, that's the thing about the ice. It shrinks when you're on it, so get off quick. But anyway, this is Let's Play Sly 2 Band of Thieves. I'm Ekamac. In the last episode, we got our hands on all 30 clue bottles before we got through the first mission, because the first mission is where you use all the clue bottles. How about that? Anyway, we know that Jean Bisson installed his clockwork parts into the trains, so, well, we gotta go get them.
Sly, it's awful. I can't believe it.
Slow down, Bentley. What happened?
Murray, he went out looking for a snack and got captured by Inspector Fox.
Carmelita? She's here? Don't worry, Bentley. I know how to handle her.
But I don't know where she's locked up Murray. I'm used to having all the facts.
Calm down. Carmelita's not cruel like the Contessa. I'll follow her without being seen. She's bound to check on Murray sooner or later.
Okay, that's a good plan. Just don't get caught too. I don't want to be alone again.
Don't worry, Bentley, we'll get it done quick. Important thing to keep in mind is that with any mission, where the trains are can be a bit staggered. Oh yeah, Carmelita checks behind her, and you don't get nearly as much warning as you do with Dimitri. The train routes are a bit scattered because the game has no way of knowing where the trains were when you got to the job. This changes when you get a game over, or well rather a job failed, and it'll always have them in the exact same place. Whoa boy! Yeah, Carmelita's not very easy to follow. She will react to sounds like anyone else does, so if you get into a fight, it's probably going to fail you immediately for it. She is getting disturbingly close to our safe house. Please don't go inside. And she's gonna look. It helps that her spotlight, which is similar to the other smart guards, but it's different in that it's white compared to their yellow. And remember, she has electricity, so she insta-kills the guards. There's actually quite the variety of fail lines for this job. In fact, there's a variety of dialogue recorded for this, and you're not going to hear it unless you specifically go for resetting this mission over and over again so you can hear it, because if she catches you, then she has multiple lines, but there's also the step 2. Whoa boy! Did he just catch me? At least she didn't look. I'd rather take damage than be caught.
Hey, criminal! You doing okay in there? I know it's tight, but you won't get shocked if you hold still.
I'm okay. And thanks for that bag of jelly beans. I was starving.
Won't be long now. Once I bust the other members of your gang, we'll get out of here.
I'm grateful for the jelly beans and all, but aren't you on the outs with Interpol right now?
I'm an honest cop. Busting the Cooper gang will prove my innocence and show everyone that Constable Neela set me up.
You mean Captain Neela? I hear she got promoted.
Whatever. Just sit tight. I'm going to look for your pals.
Murray, I've come to break you out.
Fat chance. This thing is triple padlocked and Inspector Fox is carrying all the keys.
Come on, buddy. You know I'm an expert at pickpocketing.
She's tough, Sly. If you manage to get a key, you'd better run for it. Carmelita's sure to notice and chase after you.
Leave her to me.
Right, we've done this before, haven't we? We're at half health, but there are worse things to be at. Oh dear, he's gonna have a nice day. There goes his pocket loot. So yeah, we've sort of been going through a bunch of upgrading quests. At first we had just follow Dimitri, don't get seen. And then we had Rajan, where we lead him to the watermelons and pick his pockets for the blueprints. And then we had the Contessa, where we had to follow her down, pickpocket her, but every time we got at her things... Is she cursing? I'm not sure. And every time we pickpocketed something, she'd immediately move to another place. And now we have pickpocket pocket from Carmelita, but...
You can't sneak up on me.
Yeah, she will immediately catch you. She immediately... You've got like 2 seconds before she gets set off. Oh yeah, and she raises the alarm of other guards. Oh dear, I don't think the smoke screen worked on her.
One slip up and you're mine. What? My keys!
Yeah. There's a lot of variations of her hearing you getting a key. And I'm sad that it's just not going to be plausible to show it. Ow. I was hoping that I could knock them out of bounds for medicine, but that doesn't seem to have been a smart move.
Run, sissy! Run and hide!
Yeah, you know how I'm saying that there's a lot of variations of dialogue? I've never heard that one before, and I have played this game like 4 times. We have no gadget grid left though, so we're gonna have to do this one the old-fashioned way.
I felt that, thief!
Yeah, she's not nearly as good a shot as the flashlight darts are, but she is definitely tougher than them.
Lose Carmelita before you try to free Murray.
Yeah, I just wanted to show that off. It might cost me though. Keep in mind that Carmelita is not a bulky guard like the others. She can absolutely super jump.
Run forever, coward!
It's such a... They put a lot of detail into this one quest. And in Sly 2 you can't replay game levels unless you make a new save file. I think that was the only gripe I had with the game for the longest time, was that you had to make new save files every time you want to replay it. I wasn't used to games that did that. Too much Spyro and Crash.
Thanks, pal. I was getting a Charlie horse standing in that box.
My pleasure. You know how I love to mess around with Carmelita.
Yeah, that's weird. See you back at the safe house.
So, important thing to note. Now that we've done that mission, Carmelita hangs out on the overworld. In fact, there she is right now. And Carmelita, she's invincible. You cannot beat her. I have seen her take down grizzly bears in this level. It was actually the thing that I did for fun was to grab her attention and then lead her on a huge chase across the entire map, using the Thief Reflexes skill to slow it down so I could properly dodge it and everything. Lead her on a huge run and bring her back right here. Just for fun, just for the fun of being chased around by her. Sadly though, well okay, in Sly 3, in Sly 2, she will always prioritize the player over the guards. So when I lead her on the huge runabout, she'd eventually have a bunch of flashlight guards and ducks all following her. And when I go into the safe house and they lose me, she'd immediately turn around and start blasting them. In Sly 3, they changed her priorities so that if she ever sees a guard, she'll prioritize attacking the guard over the player. And in a way it's unfortunate because it means I can't have those huge runabout levels. It does have the fun of, well, it's a bit of a character development, I guess. It shows that she now sees the local crime gangs as a bigger problem than the Cooper gang. You know, I probably should have checked where the job is before setting off, assuming that I know where the job is. Oh, well, how about that?
Okay, Sly, we need to break into the Iron Horse trades, but the only way in through the caboose is locked. To blow the locks off, you'll need to collect the ultra-unstable denatured spice gas from those balloons floating above town.
How am I supposed to get up there to collect the spice gas?
Murray's already commandeered this ice plane. Jump on its strut, and he'll fly you up to a good paragliding altitude. Oh, and strap on a special vacuum backpack. It'll automatically collect the spice gas after you pop the balloon.
Sounds like fun.
Once you've collected enough gas, you'll have to land directly on the train's caboose.
Why directly on the caboose?
Denatured spice gas is very unstable at lower altitudes. Unless you land on the caboose, you won't have time to get the gas tank to the lock before it blows up.
So you're saying I either land on the caboose or get blown to bits?
That's correct. Chemistry can be a harsh mistress.
The thing is, I don't think you get a game over for... I don't think you even take damage. I don't think you even take damage if you don't land on the train and it explodes, because it will explode the very instant you touch the ground.
The spice gas is lighter than air. Popping balloons should keep you aloft.
Right, the tank on the back will show how close you are to filling up completely. I also think that they actually slowed down the trains specifically for this mission, which is nice,
Time to land on a caboose.
because this can be kind of tricky to do.
Get back to the ice plane. 2 more cabooses to blow open.
The thing is that you slowly start running out of trains to land on, but there's also the fact that they will duck into tunnels. So if you pick one that's too close to the end of its track, then you could be in trouble. But like I said, I don't think you can game over from failing a landing, even though it looks like it hurts you. Although I've been wrong before. You are deceptively high up in this portion of the game. This job, whatever. Yeah, you're actually supposed to deploy your paraglider almost immediately so you can get a lot more height for these balloons. You also, with this pack on your back, you have a lot less control over your movement. Uh-oh. This isn't enough, but it's better than getting blown to bits. Actually, I didn't know that if you land on it without a full tank, then it just cuts to a, well, that didn't work. Yeah, you lose a lot of control if you swap out your paraglider here. Like, I'm moving my left analog stick around when he's just dropping like that, and it's doing nothing.
The gas tank is full. Find a caboose and try for a landing.
Right, this is the tricky one, because it goes through a lot of tunnels. And I need to spin around. I think I'm going to fail this landing. Yeah, he didn't... Even though it clearly had the damage animation, he didn't take a scratch from that. Chemistry, luck, gravity, they're all cruel mistresses when you get down to it.
The gas tank is full.
Although
Find a
maybe...
caboose and try for a landing.
It might be that gravity isn't so much cruel as she has a nasty sense of humor. Come on, come on, come on, come on! I don't know what went wrong there. You have to land directly on the caboose. Because apparently landing on the hatch doesn't count.
The gas tank is full. Find a caboose and try for a landing.
Okay, let's try this again. Because if at first you don't succeed, you clearly weren't trying hard enough. Maybe I have to land directly on the circle to do it.
Meet Murray at the ice plate. You guys are doing great. There's just one caboose left.
And we are exactly right here. Easy to do.
Try not to get blown up.
Too late, Murray. I've already been blown up several times. It might be that I've left the easiest one for last, but it might be that I've got the hardest one last. Can't be too sure.
You're full up on gas. Target the last caboose. Yes, you guys did it! All the iron horse trains are unlocked!
Yeah, they did not do a good job balancing the sound on that ice plane though. And we don't cut to the slideshow right away because we actually have a Bentley mission now. because that was part of the slideshow. Once you get the locks off.
Attention, men. This here's John Masson. That was a quality job you boys did unloading the spice off them boats. Soon enough, I'll have one of them special Iron Horse trains come by and pick it all up for distribution. Stay sharp, and once this here spice business is taken care of, we'll have ourselves a hunting party. Go out into the woods and kill us some bears, eh?
Sure, why not? So yeah, like I was saying before with how the trains will reset, they sort of reset from a specific point, which is before the, I don't trust you. Which is before the, basically, when we get these... Whenever we get these missions for getting onto an Iron Horse train, it's going to be a specific point, and if we reset, it's going to be a lot easier because I get the feeling that once you see it, you'll understand. Heck, I think that they actually slightly alter the... I think they actually slightly alter the patrol routes for these trains for these missions.
According to this timetable, Iron Horse number 1 should be passing by any time now.
I see it. It's moving awfully fast.
Just jump on the caboose and go in through the hatch. Piece of cake.
Provided we can catch up with the train though. You can job fail if you don't get in before the caboose reaches the tunnel, so as interesting as that would be to show, no, let's try and be competent where we can. The hopper pack is a pretty cool addition, let's be fair. It consumes a slight bit of gadget grid to give Bentley a much higher and a much longer jump. And the thing is, in this game it's optional. In the third game, when you have to rebuy it, it is very much not optional. Look at all these Spice Gang barrels. I mean, Claw Gang spice barrels. Yeah, I can appreciate how much effort it takes to make a believable train section in a video game. That would definitely be a tricky thing to do. Imagine the memory it must take up. I'm greedy, what can I say? I do like the detail of Fatal Blows always having a big onomatophobia attached to it. Uh-oh. Okay, do it from here. Of course, what you're actually supposed to do is sneak up across those boxes to the side, but I've got a good throwing arm. It's what we got in World 4 after all, might as well show it off. And if you don't have the hopper pack, there's some very handy crawl spaces here, although as you can see, there's a guard at the end here. And there's a guard at there. I did worry for a second that I wouldn't be able to get out in time.
Outstanding! Chalk up one strange robot organ for us, and one less Iron Horse train for John Masson.
We definitely got that a lot faster than any other clockwork part, and a lot less painfully.
Things are going great. We've already stolen one of Jean Basson's 3 clockwork parts. However, Iron Horse 2 and 3 are going to be a little tougher to crack. First, I'll need to hop aboard Iron Horse 2 and do a little preemptive RC chopper strike to clear out the air defenses. Once cleared, it'll be up to Sly to work his magic in the interior to get at that second clockwork lug. Murray, you'll need to trap some of the local bear cubs in order to unlock a nearby hand car. We're gonna need it to catch up with Iron Horse number 3. But don't worry, the cubs won't be hurt. Although I can't say the same for the guards.
Oh dear, Bentley, what have you done? What are you gonna have us do, rather? Also, one thing that I remember being one of those minor inconsistencies that bothered me. They're going to change the numbers of which of the Iron Horse trains that we've successfully vandalized and which ones we haven't. They're going to change those around a lot. Don't expect them to remain consistent with that. But either way, this is a good place to cut the episode. Until next time, guys, take care. We'll see you all around. Yeah, take care. I'll see you all around.